Click. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the command center. I'm Commander Lionheart, back again with a brand spanking filled episode of Mystery Movie Friends. We're back.
This is a brand new movie friends.
It's a brand new
With the
movie, friends.
gang.
We're very excited to be talking about me, Arnold. Yes.
The Arnold and the Arnold and the Arnold.
Starting
so
Arnold.
many Arnold.
Starting Arnold, but also with supporting roles from my two goats, Whiskey and Lulu, because I couldn't have done it without them. Yes, bring out the goats.
Can we get an Arnold movie?
We need to really, you really need to push the
But the
goat.
protagonist, the protagonist is that Arnold is played by Vin Diesel.
Why? Why?
No, Arnold is gonna be played by Tom Holland.
Oh god
No.
damn it!
No,
Could be
man,
worse.
come on.
Could be Chris Pratt. So
Yeah.
and Arnold.
It
Yes.
reminded me of the freaking Sony wants to make a
I got a war movie.
a God of
And,
War
and Tom
movie.
Holland with the.
Holland be what? Don't tell me that he will be.
No.
No,
I
it's
mean,
just a meme.
yeah.
Let
For
me-
now,
let me
it's a
send it to
meme.
you.
For now,
I mean,
it's a
yeah,
meme.
For now,
But don't be surprised.
Let's see if I can find it again.
Good old memes. The meme master himself, Mythos,
Hey, that's me, the meme.
and the clickety click guy over there, G.
Hello.
Also, John
Or
will
should-
be here eventually.
Hello. Hello.
G, I posted it on the
The
general.
The Genold. Glad. He is only known.
Good.
He is only known as the G because his full name is Gua.
Yes.
But it
his
has
full
too
name
many.
is his full name is Arnold G. Schwarzenegger.
Arnold Gua Schwarzenegger. Yes. Actually, it's curious because I'm playing. I'm still playing Horizon Forbidden West, and there is a character called Gerard.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all I can think of is of Yuji. So.
I mean, damn.
Which is sad because it is a bad guy.
Well, you know,
I mean, villains is hard.
cannot always be good.
I mean, we kind of are a hive of scum and villainy at times, especially when we're.
Am I a villain? Am I a villain?
You are totally a villain.
I am a villain. Yeah.
Show
Speak
the
up,
world.
Angel.
Show the world your Rim World save, and show them what you've done. You and John with Frostpunk, and you with Rim World. They're both villains.
I mean, Frostpunk is less evil, I guess.
He still enslaves children in that game.
It's not worse than enslaving people, turning them into monster, and then enslaving the monsters.
That sounds pretty horrible to me.
See, evil.
Evil.
I am evil. I always said that if I could be in a movie or like a story or whatever, if I could be a character, I would definitely be an evil character or a villain.
Of course. Like, when you look up the dictionary and look up the word evil, it's your face.
Yeah.
That face that you sometimes do at times. Whichever
One of the many
face.
faces.
Whichever face.
Whichever face is the villain one. Which is the villain one? All of them.
All of them. All of them are the villain. These are the many faces of evil, and it's just all the different
Pictures
faces
made
that you
up.
make in the
Just
show.
pictures of yeah.
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 Oh god.
Speaking of evil, turning good, guys.
You don't turn good though. That's the only difference between you and the Terminator.
Yeah.
Oh god. But yeah. Hey, we're here tonight. This is a very special night because after a whole year, a little bit more than a whole year, like a year and a month, I think. I don't know. I forget when we did the first Terminator. But after a
We
whole year,
forgot.
It was a
Uh,
year actually.
yeah, it was a year
It's
ago.
been a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
And we've done a lot of movies since that first Terminator. A lot of really
Which one
good
is
movies.
this one?
I have no idea. I lost count at one point. I'm going to start doing the opposite. Instead of putting Mystery Movie Friends at the end of the title, I'm just going to put MMF number and then the title of the movie.
Yeah, the number of the movie.
Because honestly, I'm gonna keep losing track of what fucking episode we are doing.
Welcome to episode 69.
Hey, it's not, but hey, just in case it is.
We are close. We are actually closing in.
We're still not at
We're what?
50.
Like 40 something.
Yeah, we're still not at 50
We're-
yet, so
I mean, we're closing in.
yeah, maybe. We'll see. But yeah, a year after we did the Terminator, we are finally doing Terminator 2 Judgment Day. It's
Yes,
time.
the final Terminator movie, and they never made any other movie again.
Correct. sir.
Uh,
Correct.
well, you know.
Yes.
mm,
Yes.
They destroy the machines. They destroy cyanide. There's nothing else.
Cyberdyne. Cyberdyne.
Yeah,
What?
that.
Why did you say cyanide?
Yeah, I don't know. I tried to say cyanide, but my
Cyanide.
tongue just
Why?
went dumb.
But yeah, only the first movie and this movie exists, and then the only other thing that exists is the Terminator Resistance game. Nothing else exists in the Terminator world. Although I have heard that the Sarah Connor Chronicles is actually a pretty good show. I
And I
don't know.
believe isn't this one of the most quoted movie in the world?
T2? Probably. I wouldn't put it past it that it is one of the
Yeah.
most quoted movies. Like, it definitely has a lot of quotable lines. I need you.
It does.
I need your boots, your clothes, your motorcycle. Hasta la vista, baby. What else? I already ran out of quotable lines. Oh, come with me. You want to leave? I'll be back.
So vista, baby.
Yeah. There was another one that he said in the car when John was teaching him. Oh, get out.
Good dog.
But yeah. So this review, my review, may or may not be a little bit influenced by
By we watching the movie together.
by a presence known as Mythos, because we were watching it together and just
That was fun.
I
We
God.
we were texting at each other, not even
yeah.
like talking to the mic, and it was one hell of fun.
It reminded me of the times when G and I we would do that at his house. Like we would just be constantly talking over the fucking movie that we were watching. I almost feel like we could do it, but maybe not with this kind of film where it's a good film. Like we could do it like us all watching a bad movie together, like just roasting the movie. Like that would be
Yes.
fun.
That would be a lot of fun.
You know what bad movie I was thinking about? Biker Boys.
Biker Boys? I've never heard of that.
Yeah. That's I think that
Feel like I've heard of it.
Ice Cube is it?
Huh.
Is it Ice Cube? I know that it's some famous rapper from the early 2000s is in that movie.
Ice Cube, Ice-T, T-Pain,
Vanilla Ice.
Vanilla
They're all the same.
Ice. Yes, Vanilla Ice, totally black. Oh god. But we should consider doing it like I told G, and for people who don't speak Spanish will not understand this, but it would be a crical, but
It would be a mess. Yes.
it would definitely be a mess of us just
huge
talking over.
mess.
That's why I say that we could do it for a bad movie. Like a good movie like this, it would probably we would lose a lot of details. Like we would get so caught up on joking around and talking shit.
Like me saying this looks like GTA every freaking time.
I mean, it did look like GTA a lot.
Now I kind of want because as much as people throw shit at GTA 5 for being released in every single console like Skyrim, GTA 5 has a great story, and I would like to see something for GTA 5 movie style.
I think I was thinking the opposite. I was thinking of doing like a GTA style Terminator game. Like we have Resistance, which is set in the future, but I think that I actually mentioned this after I finished playing that game of Terminator Resistance, how I would want I guess modern day at the time of the first two Terminator movies, like GTA style game where you're either the Terminator and running away from him, or trying to look for Sarah Connor or John Connor or whatever, or the opposite of running away from him or something. Like I don't know, it would be cool. A Terminator game set not in the future, but instead in the present time of the movies. I don't know. Could work.
Can we get the Terminator in DVD?
And Dead by Daylight? Is he not there?
I don't think so.
I think it's a mod.
Huh.
I know they recently added the chick from The Ring, and apparently she's very fun to play. I haven't played DBD yet. I do have it, but that's about it.
Jason, Freddy, Leatherface, all those
the classic ones. They're all in there. Terminator would be fun.
I mean, it would. It's just
the shotgun for mid to short range attacks, the punching people, or maybe have T1000.
I mean,
T1000 would fit better actually. Now that I think about it.
Maybe it could work. Like Terminator has been in other games.
Yeah,
it was in one of the Mortal Kombats, I think. For some reason in Gears of War.
Yeah,
I still don't. Hey! Speaking of Terminators, dun 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 dun, John is here.
The John is here.
The John.
I finally made it.
Hey,
John, come with me if you want to leave.
You know what's funny, John? You actually haven't missed much. We haven't actually talked much about the movie itself.
All you miss is us wanted to watch movie together, and T2. It's basically GTA.
So
GTA with cheat codes.
Yeah,
basically. So John, me and Mitos, we watched the movie at the same time, and we were just constantly texting each other what was happening in the movie.
Yeah, because my stupid uTorrent decided to send Poku.
So yeah, I was streaming it on the console for Mitos, and
oh man, that would have been fun. Watch it together.
Yeah, I was telling the guys that we could do it, but for bad movies probably.
Which is 90% of the movies that we watch.
Basically. But for a good movie
to do Knives Out.
Yeah, but that's a good movie. And also we're not covering that on the show until 10 years from now.
No,
but like,
yeah, but I mean, just to watch it.
oh yeah, I know. We could do it at some point. We could, even if we're not doing
Hey,
it for the
We
show.
can do T3 next year together, everybody.
Oh Jesus, that is a bad movie, from what I've heard. So, oof.
It's not like,
T3's okay.
yeah, it's okay at best.
Okay, that's just like a
See,
very
I don't like it.
a very bad dip in quality from the first two movies, is what I've heard.
Like my Terminator rating is 2, Dark Fate, 1, Salvation, 3, and then Genesis is like somewhere about 5 stories below that.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
What I've heard about that
Yeah.
one. Yeah, I would
And
say
I
that.
still I still enjoy Genesis.
I've
It's
only
just a bad
watched
movie.
the first trilogy, so
Hmm.
mine is 2, 1, 3. That's about it.
Yeah, so well, I mean, technically the new trilogy now is 1, 2, Dark Fate because 3 doesn't exist anymore. But
Good.
They X-Men Days of Future
And-
Past it.
Dark Fate's good.
He got shot in the leg.
Yes,
Oh my god, so much shooting in the leg,
I
by the way, in this
almost
movie.
watched Dark Fate again.
So much shooting in the leg. Arnold just being like, "Don't worry, I'm Batman. I won't kill you, but I will let you not being able to walk ever again for the rest of your life.
I won't kill you, but I will break you.
I must break you." Oh god, I still
I will break you
Oh.
like a Kit Kat bar.
what was it that somebody did Batman and Robin recently, and they were talking about that Arnold would have been the perfect Bane for the Batman and Robin movie instead of Mr. Freeze.
Was it Double Toasted?
I think so. It might have been. I don't know.
Because I've seen that
Someone.
too. I just watched. I think it was Double Toasted. I just watched their review a couple nights ago.
Probably be Double Toasted. I mean, they're the only ones with the imagination to actually do that.
Yeah,
Yeah. But oh man,
was
that
it
would have
Double
been.
Toasted? That doesn't sound right, but that's the only thing I've watched.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like something smart that Corey would say.
No, it had to be Martin or
Things.
Yeah, or Chris, one of the two, but not Corey.
yeah.
What?
Um,
What with Corey? He does say smart when he's
Mm-hmm.
drunk.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So yeah, we may end up like at least doing like a bad movie eventually one of these days, and just watching all of us together. It'll be a disaster, but hey, we'll have fun.
It would
Hey,
be
we
more
could have
fun.
done we could have done Dragon Ball Evolution. Oh,
Yeah,
no!
That got delayed.
I'm so
So-
pissed about that. I'm so mad about that. I'm so freaking mad.
I mean, not Dragon Ball Evolution got. I mean, it did. We are delaying Dragon Ball
No.
Evolution because
Ball
Dragon Ball
Superhero.
Superhero got delayed because of a hack thing that happened.
I'm so excited for that movie.
Well, look at it at the positive, John. We don't have to do Dragon Ball Evolution yet.
Yet.
Yeah, and I only have to see 2 movies that day instead of the planned 3.
Damn, that is the greatest loss of all. But yeah, we'll do something. We can do something, and then I'm not sure if to like record it of us actually watching it and just me editing then editing it
That'd
out.
be fun.
It would be a lot of work, but because we wouldn't shut.
Yeah, that's
Well,
gonna be a
just-
lot of work.
The problem is that we wouldn't shut up.
No, I
Like-
just put the entire thing up without the audio or video from the movie. That's what I do because that's what everybody does.
Yeah, people who do reaction, they just do their reaction and with no movie
And
or
like
audio
they
movie.
at the start of the video, they will put the video up and then let it like okay, here's where we're at to sync your footage, and then they will drop the video and the audio for the movie out and just sit there and talk over it. That's what Blind Wave does. That's what Preview does. That's what they all do.
All right.
We'll see.
We'll see. I'll look into it. I think that I've seen some that just like reverse the image, distort the audio, and do all that shit just in case. If they do show some parts of it, I don't know. We'll see.
You can show up to 10 minutes without, any like fair use. So
yeah, we'll see. We'll do something. We'll try something out. Don't worry, we will. But yeah, let's go then. Now that everybody's here. Hey, thank you, Andumbo, for the sub. But let's get right into the movie then. This movie, I'm going to say, because before we forget, G, what is this movie? This movie is, it's like poetry. It rhymes.
It rhymes.
It does rhyme until it doesn't, but then it does, and then it does not.
Yeah.
But then it does again.
This is your first time watching it, Lion.
Oh yeah, this is my first time watching it, just in case.
This is my third time.
This is my like fourth, fifth. I watched it a few times.
I'd probably say I'm going on a dozen at least.
I can see that.
I watch this movie about once a year, at least once a year, sometimes twice.
I can see that because this movie is really good. I'm not gonna beat around the bush.
I watched it. Last time I watched it was after you guys did Terminator 1, because I watched Terminator 1, 2, and Dark Fate back to back one night, just all three of them in one night.
Okay.
That sounds like fun.
It is. That's the way to watch all three of those movies, is just back to back them.
And pretend that the other ones don't exist.
Kind of, yeah.
Again, I like 3. Three's not a bad movie, and Salvation is. I will go on a limb and say Salvation is a good movie.
I'm with you.
Not a great movie. It might be the best. What's his name?
What's his face?
Not
Sam
Christian
Worthington.
Bale.
It might be the
No.
best he's ever been in a movie.
Oh god. Salvation was 2009, which was the same year as Avatar, right? Or no, Salvation was 2008.
Yes. Salvation was 9. Avatar was. I thought Avatar was 2010.
That's another bad movie we can do. That's for
2010.
Bender.
Nope. It's
That's not the Avatar I mentioned, but sure, we could.
No, I know you're saying the Blue Man Group.
You know what? Yes. You know what? If the only way that I'm watching the last Airbender movie is if it's with you guys and we are just straight up roasting that shit. Because again, I have only seen like 5 minutes of that garbage.
I'll be like that with Avatar whenever Avatar 2 decides to do something. And if you ever watched Avatar, because I cannot watch Avatar alone. I would just give
I
up.
think I would have a little problem roasting Last Airbender because I kind of don't hate it.
You might not, but we do. I know I will.
I don't like it. I don't hate it. It's just
Last Airbender is not a. It's not a good movie, but it has a lot of stuff that works in it. It's just none of it really works together.
And none of it works with the series.
Violence is never the option.
Some of it does, some of it doesn't. Yeah, I don't hate that movie.
And as I
It's a
told
masterpiece
Lion,
compared to Dragon Ball Evolution.
I want the Fire Nation King to be played as, I don't know if they ever made a new one.
No, just
never the option. Violence is
Find
never
some buff dude and let Mark Hamill voice him. Just dub over him.
It could just be Mark Hamill. Never mind. Yeah,
Would that just be that'd just be old Luke on the dark side?
Wouldn't that be awesome?
Yeah, okay, yeah, I kind of want to see that.
See?
Mark Hamill did voice. Who voiced Mark Hamill in one of the series? Like
No
Darth
one voiced Mark
something.
Hamill.
Mark Hamill voiced Lord Osai in Last Airbender.
Carlo Dozo.
Yeah, but he voiced one of the like evil Sith in one of these Star Wars series, and I forgot which one it was.
Really? I
You
do
have-
not
yeah.
remember.
Do you have knowledge that
Star
we
Wars?
don't? Because I don't remember that. He played Darth
Consult the
Joker?
YouTube. Google. What we got here?
Giga.
Oh, he voiced Darth Bane in Clone Wars. That's the guy I'm thinking of.
Oh. I mean, that was so brief. That's why I don't remember it.
Yeah,
Darth Bane is like very brief in the Clone
Mhm.
Wars. Or in
He's
anything,
only,
because
what, one
that's
episode?
literally the only thing that he's appeared in. Like, in canon.
But yeah, Mark Hamill technically have voiced a Sith and a Jedi, so yeah, he can play in the voice.
Yeah.
His character,
the
Fire Nation King.
Sacrifice was the name of the episode.
So yeah. Before we went on in a tangent, what was I saying? I don't remember.
Yes, we went from Terminator to Star Wars.
To Avatar,
We
to
were talking
Star
about how
Wars.
I've seen the movie.
That's our bender to Star Wars.
All right, Avatar made those. Yeah, that.
Yeah, I don't
the
like-
one that I
don't
was
like that.
thinking.
He's a
Avatar.
Mando.
I do not. I don't like that movie. I mean, I don't know. I've only watched Avatar once. So I don't know, and I wasn't
Last
like
Bender or Blue Man Group?
the Blue Man Group. I told you, Last Airbender. I only watched the first 5 minutes, and before I shut that shit
All
off,
right, yeah.
I was like, nope.
Avatar's fine. I never got the hype. It's a cool sci-fi movie on with I got no problem watching it as just
It's
kind
a
of a
cool sci-fi
popcorn
movie
background.
with
It's-
3 sex.
You know what movie?
and it has a Steven. What was that guy's name? Steven.
The blasphemy
Stephen
in
Lang.
this stream is getting stronger
Yeah,
by
he plays the general. He's
blasphemy
I like
in the stream is getting stronger by the second. Repent before Satan eats your soul.
What the hell?
I'll go see Avatar 2 when it comes out.
If it ever comes out. At this point, I don't know.
If it ever.
Avatar 2 is the Half-Life 3 of movies now. It's like, doesn't even exist. I don't know. I was going to say that one movie that I don't know how we would do it. Like, we definitely have to watch it together, but it would be so boring even between all 4 of us watching it at the same time. Star Trek, the motion picture.
Star Trek.
With me in it? With me in it? Will it?
Yeah.
Oh, you would fucking
We-
hate that movie.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, that movie is so
Oh my
unbearably
God.
boring. There is nothing worse
It's
than
not so
a
much
boring
that it's
movie.
boring, but it's boring for what, 2.5 hours?
Yes, because that's the deal. We talk about
my
a lot
God.
of bad movies here, like, you know, Cool as Ice or whatever. But at least that movie has crazy shit happening, and you're still like kind of entertained for the wrong reasons. Star Trek: The Motion Picture, there is just minutes upon minutes upon minutes of nothing happening. You're just looking at a ship moving slowly out of a docking station, and you're wondering why you are wasting 2 fucking hours of your existence watching this shit move.
Yeah,
Like-
we need to watch it together then.
Yeah,
That's
That
a
one-
deal.
that one we definitely need to watch it if we said we can at least make it entertaining for ourselves somehow. Because good God, that movie sucks. Oh God. But anyways, we are jumping. You are jumping around more than a goddamn rabbit, and we haven't talked about one of what is supposedly the greatest action movies of all time.
GTA.
Grand Theft Auto.
It's up there.
Grand Theft Auto, the movie. That's what
Which I
the
still say when
Like, I would say the.
Yep.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say in the part where they are leaving the Cyanide building place.
Cyberdyne. Keep saying
Yeah.
it wrong. Why do you keep
Cyberdyne.
saying it wrong?
Because Cyanide is the evil
He doesn't know how to talk.
Skynet.
evil machine.
Skynet.
Skynet, yeah.
Not
Skynet.
cyanide.
God.
Oh God.
That's
damn
cyanide.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like he's going to say.
So when Arnold is getting out of the elevator where when they throw the gas and Arnold is just walking out and everybody's shooting, the thing I sent you, like Arnold activated the infinite life cheat code and is just shooting everybody in the left leg.
Pretty much.
That
I mean,
was
there is-
so freaking GTA.
There are a lot of. We talked about this, or we were messaging
Yes.
each other. Every scene that just literally looked like GTA. Was this like? I know that there had been like many action films before this one, but I think that this one might have been like the inspiration for action movies moving forward. On how to do action. I think because.
Oh,
This
yeah.
one just did so much action. Which, by the way, it is such a contrast from the first movie. The first movie it's like kind of a thriller horror kind of movie,
Yeah.
First
And-
movie's a horror
and-
movie.
and
Yeah.
this one is just straight up action. There is no horror. There is like no intensity. It's just action, pure action with this one. Even though the movie does like. G and we were saying, it does have parallels with the first movie. Like there are a lot of
Yes.
scenes that are literally just the first movie, but things have changed.
I mean, they at the start of the movie, you could almost say like they play up who is the bad guy. Like you think it's Arnold if you don't, but then. That was, I think, even the trailers played up of like they made it seem like Arnold was the bad guy in the trailers.
I mean, you got Arnold being the bad guy in the first movie.
Mm-hmm.
You get the twist with the
Yeah.
new type, so it's really cool.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, because as I was watching it, I was like, okay, this looks literally beat by beat like the first movie, and except for the fact that obviously, even though I had never like seen this movie, I knew about Arnold being the good guy in this one, the T-1000, stuff like that. I just had never seen the movie in motion.
Yeah.
But I did know the beats. Or some of them, or at least some of the things that happen in the movie. Not everything that happens in the movie. So yeah, I obviously, for me, I knew Arnold was the good guy and the T-1000 was the bad guy. But I assume that when people saw this in the theater, having seen the first movie, they might have been like, oh shit, so Arnold is the good guy this time, and
Yes.
this cop is the bad guy now. Like it's effective. It's so effective and it's done so well because it still builds it up. Like you're still constantly like wondering, like, okay, so Arnold is after John. He's like trying he's back at it. First movie, it was going after Sarah Connor, and this time he's just going after John Connor straight to try and kill him. And no, he's just trying to save him from the other Terminator that was sent back from the future. So it was very effective.
Yeah, I'm
and very
watching the
interesting.
trailer now. It actually does tell you that he's not after John.
The Terminator in this movie was bad until John told him he can't kill people. And not bad. He's just Terminator. Yeah, but he's not. He wasn't bad. It's just he was programmed to kill specifically. Like I guess that John Connor.
Terminator.
Yeah, he says in himself, "I'm the Terminator. That's what I do."
That's my job.
That's my
Give
job.
me your
I
clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
Mito says that. Mito says that how much were those people in the bar paid to see Arnold naked? I say that they didn't get paid. They were just given free booze, and that's about it.
And every time something happened between John Connor and Arnold, I would be like, yo, imagine getting paid by like touching Arnold, high-fiving Arnold,
poking him, high-fiving.
telling him.
I love the one of the woman at the jukebox. She turns around and is like shocked at first. Oh, then like looks down.
The close up of the girl of this chick is like, ooh, I like what I see.
Oh my!
It's like the freaking the guy who tastes something is like, ooh.
Shaquille O'Neal, the gif of Shaquille O'Neal on Hot Ones. Yeah.
Yes, it reminded me of that.
Ooh, Austrian penis.
How old was Arnold when that movie came out?
He was. What did I say?
Okay, he was young,
like 500 years younger, and then we technically we discovered that Jingle All the Way made him age 200 years.
Yeah.
Okay, 74 now.
And this movie came out in
this
91, which is 31 years ago.
54.
43.
30. Yeah. No. 7. Yeah.
If he's 74 now, minus 31, that's 43.
Yeah, you're right.
Math. I can do it.
Math.
I suck at math, so whatever.
I have to do it for my daily job, so.
Yay.
And I don't. Have any of you seen Dark Fate?
No. G? Have
Okay.
you seen it?
He still pulls it off. Well, in 2019, he still pulls off the Terminator today.
No, I have not seen Dark Fate. I wish though.
It's really good. It got so much hate that didn't deserve because it had a female protagonist and a female protector, and go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
strong words.
Here we go again with the tired old thing about the women and blah blah blah. In the 90s, they had no representation whatsoever. Have you seen?
What the fuck? Exactly. What the fuck did Sarah Connor do in this whole movie then?
Terminator 2.
Has nobody seen Terminator 2?
That's what I'm saying. Because it's always the same shit. Like, back in the day, women didn't have no representation. Blah blah blah. Now they're represented and they're everywhere.
Ellen Ripley. Sarah Connor.
Keep going.
Old Wonder Woman. I can't remember her name. Linda Carter. I could keep going.
Sonya Blade from Mortal Kombat.
Oh my god. Friggin' Sonya.
So Mitos and I, we deducted that I forget what's the name of the actress that plays Sarah Connor, Linda Hamilton.
Linda Hamilton.
Yeah, that she could have been a perfect Sonya Blade in the Mortal Kombat movie. Like she literally dresses as Sonya Blade nearing the end of the movie. Like at least
and
she
like
would have put more effort for that movie.
I will. Same thing I said about Arnold. She can still pull off that role today.
Yeah, because she does come back in Dark Fate.
Yeah.
But so who's the actor who played John Connor?
Edward Furlong.
Okay. That kid could act. I really liked him in this movie. He was so good in this.
Yeah.
As John Connor.
Yeah. And he sounded like Sora.
And he sounded like Sora at some points.
Holy.
You could.
Okay, just Linda Hamilton did voice work in Batman the Animated Series, Hercules, Batman Beyond, Buzz Lightyear, Star Command. She played Sarah Connor in Gears 5 when they put her character into Gears 5, but holy crap, she was in Batman and Batman Beyond.
That's who?
Dr. Stephanie Lake in Batman Beyond, and Susan in The New Adventures of Batman, and Nemesis in Hercules.
No idea. Anime.
The Hercules TV show.
The one with Kirby and
Hercules, King for a Day, and Hercules and the Romans. Those were the two episodes she was in. The animated series.
Oh, animated.
From 98 to 99. The Hercules. Voice actor.
Oh, okay.
And Buzz Lightyear. She's in 3 episodes of Buzz Lightyear and Star Command.
Huh. Interesting.
And she's in Resident Alien. I forgot about that one. I need to watch that.
Second to her, I thought you were gonna say Resident Evil.
No, Resident Alien. It's a show with Alan Tudyk on Sci-Fi. It also has the other guy that Nathan Fillion as an alien octopus.
What?
He does voice acting for an alien octopus that is the alien guy's pet. It's really freaking funny. That show's really good. I need to watch more of it.
Never heard of it. But yeah. Either Furlong? What's the name? Footlong? Sorry.
Edward Furlong, yes.
Furlong.
Yeah.
Edward Footlong.
I'm sorry.
No.
I really liked him as John Connor here. He was as far as like kid actors at the time, that was very solid.
Oh yeah.
This whole movie, the whole cast was really great, actually. Like, we got Arnold doing his Arnold.
Arnold being Arnold.
Arnold being an Arnold.
Got the Arnold just with his gua.
Arnold just being Arnold.
Linda Hamilton is kicking ass.
Kicking ass, being rock all the time.
When Sarah escapes the mental health hospital place.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, she's built.
But the part where she's like getting tied out and the guy's like lick her face.
Oh god. Stab him. I was like, stab him.
And I just said, ooh. What was I saying? Like woman flavor or something like that.
No.
That tastes like crazy is what I thought.
Oh god.
So while we're talking about her in the hospital, there is a. It's in the extended. I don't know if they call it the director's cut or what of the movie, but it's what is his name? Who played Kyle Reese? Michael Biehn. Is that Michael Biehn?
Yeah.
Yeah. He comes back. He is in this movie. He comes back as a dream of hers, and like they have this like 2 or 3 minute long talk while she's in the hospital. She's talking to him, and he's there. I mean, the actor came back, and they ended up cutting it from the theatrical, but it's her talking to the dream ghost of her one night stand guy.
I miss being banged by you.
There's actually a few scenes that were cut from the part in this movie that are in the extended cut.
That I say about the movie was Arnold's wiener, and then Larry's like, "But do we get titties?"
I was so disappointed. I was so disappointed. This movie gets a put the cookie down just because there wasn't any tits.
There was no titties.
We needed equal representation. We needed to see the man ass, and we needed to see the woman boobies.
You got to see the man titties. You got to see the man titties.
We needed to see the woman boobies. Oh god. Yeah, this movie was great. I enjoyed this movie a lot.
This movie was very fun, very great.
Yeah, aside from, Mathos and May just thinking around and sending texts constantly throughout the movie, it was a lot of fun. And
the fact that this movie goes, like, there's many scene-to-scene similarities with the first movie, it feels like, at least for me, it feels like it works because you are familiar with the first movie, but you are looking at it through a completely shifted way where Arnold, the first movie was the bad guy, this one is the good guy, and he's helping them.
Yeah, it's so like looking at it like in a new perspective.
Yeah, it's like the same style of the first movie, some of the first movie scenes, but it feels different at the same time.
Again, it's like poetry. It rhymes.
Like poetry.
Yeah.
Also,
Robert Patrick is the T-1000.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic.
I just kept expecting to see him breaking out into the Peacemaker dance.
Yeah. Robert Patrick is in the recent Peacemaker show, and oh boy,
yeah, he's in the trailer, so
yeah,
quite a bit less racist in this. But...
Oh, way less racist in this than in Peacemaker. Jesus. But
nice bike.
Get out.
Get out.
The freaking Ivan News. Lion sending me a message, not just saying, "Oh, hey, it's Ivan News," and I'm like, I cannot unsee that anymore.
It's Silver Ivan News.
Yes.
Oh god.
Okay. I'm like, well, I got scarred for life. Really like T-1000 until Lion said that.
Hey, that's what I'm here for, to ruin everybody's life. Oh god.
They've never quite made a better bad Terminator than Robert Patrick. I like Gabriel Luna a whole lot in Dark Fate, but he's not Robert Patrick. He's like nobody's Robert Patrick.
The thing about Robert Patrick as the T-1000 is that, I don't know. He sometimes he acted like it was a normal person, and then, but then suddenly at some points he's back to just being a Terminator, just walking Like,
I mean, he is trying to blend in with humans and kill John Connor, and he is a cop, so he's trying to play the good guy and
quote
didn't
unquote.
play the bad guy, and he's just an interesting mix.
Yeah.
He was 33 when this movie came out. He's 63 now. 63 now.
No.
But I was really looking forward to the first chase scene. There's a lot of chase scenes in this movie, by the way. But the first one in the highway with the truck. Well, with the first truck, because again, there's a lot of trucks in this movie too. But the first one
wrecker.
with Nemesis Prime, because
it was like a wrecker for semis.
it was a goddamn Freightliner, which is what usually Optimus Prime is in one of the cartoons.
Which is in that truck chase sequence, there is these two cars who like
Phantom cars.
They break, and the truck just ran through them. And if you see, there's obviously like nobody in the cars, and I just sent like, ghost cars.
Okay, the scene when Arnold, when he jumps the bike down into the aqueduct or whatever they call it, I swear to God, I know they like it was a stunt double, but it looked like John Travolta.
I think
Whoever
I've seen
the stunt double looks like John freaky Travolta.
I think I've seen someone mention that before.
I mean, if you aren't looking close, it's not that. I mean, it's not a big deal. But yeah, there was a scene I was like, "Oh my! Did they get John Travolta for a stunt actor? Because it looks like John Travolta." I know it wasn't. But...
No, you'd think they would have given John Travolta just a stunt job? Come on, man. Come
on. I mean, he had was Face Off out? Yeah, no, Face Off wasn't out yet.
No,
so
Face Off wasn't out until like 6 more years. But when did Pulp Fiction come out? Wasn't it 91 as well?
92. That's another movie we need. Pulp Fiction was 94.
Oh damn, we were off. I thought it was earlier.
Yeah, 94.
Pulp Fiction's it's a long movie, but it's a good movie.
I never finished watching that movie. What does Marcellus Wallace look like? What? Say what one more goddamn time. I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker.
Every time I think about Pulp Fiction, I think about the couple trying to rob everybody in the restaurant. That's one of the greatest scenes in a movie for me.
I don't think I ever got to that part.
Scene so bad or so much.
Or maybe I did. I don't know.
Oh, it's so good. I don't like Tarantino movies, but Pulp Fiction's great.
I don't know. Maybe someday. Maybe. We'll see. But yeah, I really like that chase sequence that first chase sequence. And all the chase sequence, all the action in this movie is just so good. Like all of it. There is no like bad action in this movie whatsoever. All of the action is really good damn action.
When they're throwing each other through into the concrete wall, and you see the wall breaking behind the T-1000, and he kicks Arnold through the drywall, and that in the mall, that's a good fight.
The one wall breaking scene was the one in Cyberdyne. Where Arnold was literally
Cyberdyne,
where Arnold was
man.
Yeah, the Kool-Aid man. Oh yeah, come to me, Saracana.
Yeah, I thought of it. Okay, the scene when John tells him not to kill anybody, he says I won't, and John says swear. And I would have given anything for Arnold to just turn around and said fuck.
Fuck.
said
Yeah.
swear. I just that would have been so goofy, but I just as soon as I saw that scene, I fought it. I was like, just swear, fuck. Does he? The Terminator never swears in the movie, does he?
No, I don't think so.
I mean, kind of in the first one.
Sarah does a lot of swearing in this one, but
yeah, John does too. I mean, it's not that was something I hadn't thought about until like I don't think he ever swears.
Well, Arnold did not.
Now that you mention it too, and I don't know, I'm thinking over here, there wasn't that much blood in this movie either.
No, but there was a lot of killing, actually.
Actually, there wasn't that. Well, there was
the worst.
The T-1000, but
shout outs to the police who killed the only technically, because if you look at it this way, when they go into Cyberdyne, they kind of kidnapped the black guy, or they made it look like they kidnapped him, and the police. The only person who killed is the freaking person who got technically kidnapped.
Yep. Basically.
The black guy.
The black guy to boot.
Yeah.
I don't think they technically kidnapped him. He wanted to.
Yeah, he wanted to help.
He wanted to help, but he kind of like made it look like he was getting kidnapped and being forced to enter. When the reception.
Also, while we're the reception. Also, while we're on that, one of my other favorite scenes of the movie is when they're trying to get into the vault, and he's like, "Well, my card won't work," and you see Arnold walking up here. Let me try mine. He's just got a grenade launcher.
Yeah, and he just stood there. It was amazing.
Arnold's so great in this. Oh God.
He's great in everything.
And the Power Ranger City.
Oh my God, the dream sequence that Sarah has, where everything blows up, and you see the Power Rangers town model thing just getting blown up, like.
What did I send you? Like, it wasn't something like, "Oh, here it comes, fuck them kids."
I think that's like the worst CG in the entire movie is just like seeing the buildings at like that pulled back shot. That doesn't look very good, but everything else in this movie, that CG looks great.
It's bad, but there is another part that I mentioned to me which is the car ride out of the mental institution, where you can literally see that they are. That the car is riding on a green screen and they're just like running those.
No. The scene where they are at the factory, and I think Zara shots T-1000 in the face or something. And then
when Arnold comes up over the.
There is this shot with T-1000 with a hole in his face, who looks at Sarah. Sarah is like the camera, and then T-1000, and then Sarah, and it just, when you look through the circle, it looks so bad. And then you look at the other part where Sarah is supposed to be, and it's just a freaking mess of a CGI.
Hey, still looks better than the first Terminator.
It looks better than the first Terminator, for sure.
Than the fucking blast door of the first Terminator.
While we're talking about the shit CG, have any of you ever seen T2 3D Battle Across Time?
No.
I feel like I've seen, because I think I know what you're talking about, because I don't think I've seen it, but one of the times when I went to Disney when I was a kid, there was like a Terminator thing if I remember correctly, and it had that, I think. So I might
Let
have
me
seen
pull
it
it
there.
up and put it on the Discord because, good God, it looks like trash. It's one of the worst things I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, because it is like purely just CG and implemented with 3D. And this was 3D back in.
It's John and the Terminator riding a motorcycle through the future.
Yeah.
Here, okay, I found it. I will. Oh my God, just even popping it. Jesus. Okay, you guys just pull this up real fast and just watch the first second. If I can figure out how to get to the main page, what is happening? There we go.
General.
Okay, I'm putting it on Discord. Yeah, just watch the first like 5 seconds. You'll see what I mean.
Oh God! Oh my God! Yes!
Yeah, it's bad.
Is that still?
Oh my God! Even the
is that still Edward Furlong?
It is. Yeah, this came out in.
God, this is bringing me flashbacks of when I saw this shit in that Universal Studios thing.
So, opening date was April 27th, 96.
5 years after this movie.
Of the ride. No, not 96, so it'll be 4 years.
Jesus H. Christ.
It's it is Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm pretty sure that's Edward Furlong. It looks like him.
I mean, it somewhat looks like him. Maybe, I don't know. It definitely sounds like him. He has that Sora voice still.
Yeah, that was.
And I'm talking Kingdom Hearts 1 Sora, by the way.
Yes.
Starring Edward Furlong, Robert Patrick, Linda Hamilton, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Jeez, they got them back for this piece of shit. They must have been paying them good because, good God.
Yeah, oh my God! Like I would really like a Terminator movie that was just,
in the future,
regular Joe Schmo in the future soldier, not Salvation.
So basically, Terminator Resistance.
Yeah, I mean, Salvation kind of scratches that itch, but
yeah, I would have thought that Terminator Salvation, would have done better as a Terminator movie, considering that it's not repeating the same old Terminator shit over and over again.
I don't know how much it made. Let me try to pull it up here. I would actually, I'd like to watch that movie again. It's been a while, and I even kind of enjoyed the game.
And you just reminded me that there is a game of that.
And it's apparently a very easy platinum on PS3.
Yeah, well, too bad.
The budget for Salvation was $200 million, and it made $371 million. Oof.
Yikes.
That is a bona fide oof.
The budget for T2 was $101 million, and it made $520. I'm sure it's made a lot more by now.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Genesis. Let's see what Genesis and Dark Fate. Genesis was 155 to 158 million, and it made 440. And Dark Fate. Oh, this makes
I
me
knew.
extremely sad. Dark Fate's budget was 185 to 196, and the box office was 261 million. Go jump off a cliff, you assholes! This movie deserves so much more.
There's a lot of John is like giving a lot of fuck yous and a lot of jump off the cliffs tonight. Like Jesus, John.
It's a movie.
Because
It's
Dark,
John shows
I have
violence.
seen so much hate for Dark. I've seen so much hate for Dark Fate over since it came out, and that movie. I mean, it has a 70% on Rotten Tomatoes, and everybody talks like it is the worst Terminator movie ever made when it's actually one of the top 3 in my opinion.
It's actually
So good,
Genesis.
but it's all because of the crybaby assholes who don't like that the 2 leads are women.
3 if you count
When
Linda
they
Hamilton.
both do fantastic jobs. 3, yeah. Actually 3, yeah.
One woman is too much. 3.
Turning into a dog.
They just want some dicks.
They want shots of naked Arnold
Yes.
and naked Robert Patrick again. That will definitely
you
fuel
can
their masculinity.
Shot of naked
Bring
Mackenzie Davis.
back
So.
the Arnold Wiener.
We want the wiener.
And I'm a
We want the
Big
wiener.
fan of Mackenzie Davis, not because she's naked in the movie. She does a very good job, and she's really good in everything I've ever seen her in.
I see.
She's really good in The Martian. She's really good in Halt and Catch Fire. She's really good in Terminator. Black Mirror.
Near? Automata?
Black Mirror.
Oh, Mirror.
Blade Runner 2049. She was one of the few things I actually liked about that movie.
Oh god, now that you mentioned Blade Runner. If we ever do Blade Runner, we have to do it together because I fall asleep with that one.
I like the original Blade Runner 2049. My biggest problem with 2049 is it has a what's his name? The main guy. What's his name?
Good looking guy.
Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, that guy.
And I don't. I have never liked Ryan Gosling in anything I've ever seen him in. He is one of the most boring actors I think I've ever seen.
Jesus, John, tell him how you really feel.
I mean, the 2 things to save Blade Runner is one, Mackenzie Davis, and the other one's Jared Leto. Because Jared Leto's really good in Blade Runner 2049.
Oh god. Was he giving away anal beads like he was doing in Suicide Squad?
No, but he basically plays Elijah Kamsky from Detroit Become Human, the guy who made the robots. He basically is just playing that character.
Oh god.
Except blind. Oh yeah, Dave Bautista's in that movie for a hot 2 seconds before he isn't anymore. That sucks. I don't like that movie.
I
almost walked out of that movie. I was not having a good time.
But yeah, going back to Terminator though, for a 2 and how much? 2.5 hours? 2 hours and
2 hours 20 minutes.
2 hour and 20-minute movie. This movie went by real good. Like,
yes,
you know, it's maybe because there is like so much action. Like it's a lot of action.
The movie hardly stops.
Yeah, like it does take some moments to like breathe and to like gives you context or whatever, or just the characters just trying to understand the situation or whatever. But immediately after, you go back into it. Like there's, and especially like I feel like the last hour was just pure action, like from start to bottom. So
I remember checking that. I owned the movie on Blu-ray. It's a surprise to no one, but I ended up having some other stuff to do, so it was $10 on YouTube, so I just bought it on YouTube and watched it on there. But like I clicked the thing on my phone, like, how much does this have left? It was like 45 minutes, and it felt like 20 had gone by the time it got to the end.
Yeah. Yeah, there's it has a good pacing, honestly.
How much? I'm trying to see how much longer the special edition is, because it does add a couple scenes.
Like
it adds the scene with Sarah in the hospital with Kyle, and it adds a scene of them cutting Arnold's head open to look at the chip inside of his head, and Sarah comes real close to smashing the chip with a hammer before John stops her. Find how long it. Also, for the time, it was one of the most. No, it was the most expensive movie ever made at $102 million.
Really? When did Jurassic Park come out, and how much was the budget for that?
Jurassic Park was 90.
Was also 91.
93.
Jurassic Park was 93?
And it was
93.
And it was 63 million on budget.
Only 63 million? Damn, Steven Spielberg really knew how to do it. We need to do Jurassic Park, by the way. When does the new one come out?
Yes, we do. I was pretty sure it came out after June something. It's June.
Fallen Kingdom?
No, Fallen Kingdom is the last one. Damnation is the new one that's coming out.
Oh.
Domination.
Domination.
June 10th.
Nation.
I'm actually, like, as much as I absolutely despise Fallen Kingdom, I'm kind of excited for Domination just because, hey, everyone's back.
I'm mildly
And
curious.
Everyone's gonna get eaten.
The end.
What a
happy ending.
Okay, if you go back and look at the post I made on the group after I watched that movie, I said, if there is a God out there in the next movie, he will have every one of these stupid actors be eaten, because that's what they deserve for the choice at the end of that movie. They deserve to have the entire planet eaten.
Hey, I'll be happy with just Chris Pratt getting eaten.
That will make that movie really good.
A T-Rex eating Chris Pratt, and
I'm actually pretty excited for Domination.
Chris Pratt is gonna play the T-Rex.
Oh God!
T-Rex.
Hey,
he's gonna throw his cap, and it's gonna turn into Cappy, and he's going to inhabit the T-Rex, and that's how we get Super Mario.
It's gonna be like Yoshi. The T-Rex is gonna be Yoshi. Chris Pratt is Mario, obviously. So right there, we got the.
Bryce Dallas Howard is Princess Peach.
Hey, nothing can happen to Bryce Dallas Howard because she makes the best episodes of Star Wars.
Exactly.
She does.
Correct.
Also biased.
But yeah, we need to do Jurassic Park when Damnation comes out.
Yes, please.
But yeah, after they rescue like Sarah from the mental institute, it's like there is this one scene where they go to G. Who did they go look for? Enrique?
Enrique.
Your cousin? Your cousin Enrique?
Enrique, carajo, Enrique.
Yeah, they go to like stock up and shit, and like with a lot of ammo and a lot of weapons. And
they stop at the gas station and stitch Arnold.
A lot of ammo and weapon. They only pick 4.
That's
5?
a lot. That's hey,
out of like 30.
Hey, it's the BioShock Infinite capacity limit of weapon carrying. You know, you can't have all the weapons like in the original BioShock.
I do like Arnold picking up the minigun and just smiling.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that definitely looks like something for you. I really liked. I really liked the interactions between.
I'll disappear for a second.
Okay, between John Connor and the Terminator though. That was so good. Him like teaching him to like high five and all that. And Sarah being all like kind of being distraught because she's like, this guy, because it's literally the same guy that came after her 10 years ago, and now he's like helping them, but she still like has this haunting dream or this like this thing on the back of her mind of she's like yeah, she's still afraid of at least looking at him, or like we saw in the mental institute.
Yeah.
When she sees him and she just like falls over and everything like in fear. But it was very good. The her just saying like after jumping from one place to another and so many would-be fathers or whatever, and for it to be this guy, the one that literally looks like the guy that tried to kill me 10 years ago, to be the one that has the most resonance with my son, like. This movie's good. This movie's so good.
Yes.
But yeah, after that restock of supplies, Sarah just goes commando and tries to kill the black dude that is supposed to be the
creator of Skynet.
Yeah, basically, like he creates a ship that that ultimately becomes Skynet or whatever.
She tries to go kill Cyborg's dad.
Oh, so that's who it was. I was like, I've seen this guy before, and I don't know where.
I was wondering if you picked up on that.
I did not. I was like, I've seen this guy before, but I cannot pick up where. I did not know that it was Cyborg's dad.
Yep.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Joe Morton.
Yeah, from the Justice League movie. Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Yeah, I was gonna say we don't talk about the other one that never happened.
We don't talk about we done no.
We don't talk about the bad one. We talk about the good one.
Yeah,
talking about we.
Oh right, he's Henry on Eureka too.
Are we talking about we?
The theatrical Justice League that Joss Whedon was the director versus the 75% good Zack Snyder Justice League. I still say that the last 15 minutes of Zack Snyder's Justice League should have been burned. that shit is.
I'm fine with it.
I did not like that. The nightmare scene. But yeah, she tries to kill him, and Mythos said, "Why is she taking so long to pull the trigger? Like 3 years to fucking pull the trigger. Just pull the trigger." Also, I was like, a white woman trying to kill a black man. I don't think that would go over well nowadays.
No, because back then, movies had balls.
Sure. They had something. A lot of coke.
Ball.
No, a lot of coke.
Balls and guns.
And yeah, ultimately he still dies.
Sadly.
At Cyberdyne, killed by the police. Well, yeah.
He goes out with a bang.
Hey, yeah, literally. But before that, he was shot by the police.
Who enter guns blazing.
Jesus Christ.
No tactics, no strategy, no nothing. They just enter and start shooting.
Well, they did get, shot by a big guy who they then filled with holes, and he didn't seem to give a crap. So,
I mean, they make it a point of this is the guy that that massacred all those other police officers 10 years ago. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like, you know, vendetta against him. Which again, there isn't really that much blood or death in this movie. Like, the body count in the first movie was way higher than in this movie. Like, who died in this one?
I mean,
the foster parents, that one guard guy, and the black dude. I think that was all of it. The first movie,
and
it
maybe
was
the guy who got jumped out of the helicopter.
God. He's like, get out, and I'm like, so do you want him to live or to die or what? Because him jumping from this distance. I don't know.
I mean, if you saw that coming through the window of your helicopter, would you stay and probably die, or jump and maybe die?
Jump and maybe die.
Jump and I don't know. Maybe grow wings if I had a Red Bull beforehand.
I mean, put on a prayer.
Yeah.
And see how.
But yeah, then after the Cyberdyne thing, we have the second highway chase, and again, it's like poetry, it rhymes, because it is like kind of similar to the one in the first movie. Where they end up in a goddamn kind of steel mill factory place again. Like last time they tried to kill the Terminator with fire. This time they tried to kill it with ice. And also, I was telling Mythos that that this is how Arnold ultimately became Mr. Freeze, because he literally freezes the bad guy, and doesn't he say like freeze at some point or chill out?
No,
he says chill out.
Hasta la vista, baby.
No, but he also says chill out. One of the things that that John Connor teaches him to say is chill out, and I was like, so this is how he becomes. This is how he becomes Mr. Freeze. But yeah, the final confrontation is in like a steel mill, I think. And
yeah,
some random factory.
Just like the first movie, where it was just a random factory too. But yeah, there's one thing. So whatever they shot at the T-1000, did that just stagger him? Is what happened?
like basically.
Because every time they were shooting at the T-1000, you know, obviously it didn't kill it, but he wouldn't move necessarily. He would just like stand there, like receiving the blast, like he was getting staggered.
I guess he was trying to like hold his position and not like fall on his ass or something. I don't know.
Like, I don't know. I feel like it was for the T-1000 to be so much more advanced than the T-100. The T-100, whenever he got shot, he just kept moving. But the T-1000, when he got shot, it was like doing a staggering move in Bloodborne to a boss. Like, he would just stand there still and just keep receiving the blast, keep receiving the blast, keep receiving the blast.
Not 100.
Didn't Arnold say that he was a T-100?
Arnold was.
No, he was a Cyberdyne Model 101, but
101,
the T-800 was his code name.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
the
where
model number, but he was a T-8. Yeah.
Okay.
Bunch of numbers.
The chip in its body begins to malfunction in the steel mode. It's in the extended cut. When they show it starts to lose control of its bodily functions. Is that for the
You see it
T1000?
flicker once.
Yes.
Yeah, there's one scene where you see him like he repairs and then he flickers.
Oh, yeah. I was wondering. I was
glitch?
wondering about that. Yeah, it's like it almost looked like a refresh that he was doing. I thought that what he was going to do
basically.
with that was to impersonate the Arnold to get closer to John, but no.
He never
just-
impersonated Arnold, actually.
Yeah, he never impersonated Arnold. He impersonated the mom, or Sarah Connor, I guess, and
Yes.
almost everybody else except for him. I wonder if by design he couldn't, but that would be weird.
I mean, Arnold said he could only transform into like what he could like.
Equal
what
size and nothing with any complex.
He would like absorb something like human or something like that, but because he was like a machine, maybe.
I mean, wouldn't it just be like the appearance? Like, you don't need to like imagine the. I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Exactly. Doesn't
matter. At the end of the day, who gives a shit? But yeah, they end up defeating the T1000 and by
and the way he gets defeated with the explosion then, and he's like all messed up and deformed, and you're like
nightmare fuel.
you send me a message be like, that's actually creepy, and I was there like, that's cool.
No,
and I remember back in my little me being like, that's cool.
But what was creepier was when he got thrown into the fucking melting pot.
Into the lava thingy.
Yeah. And he started shape-shifting into the different forms that he had taken during the movie. Like, that was even good God.
what was this thing I said? You remember everybody who the T1000 killed and impersonated? Do you want to see them again?
No? Well, too bad.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. T1000 defeated, and then because the whole mission of Cyberdyne was to like get the hand that was left over from the first movie of the first T800 that came back in time, which they had recovered that part. And also the
Arnold.
chip. Yeah, the first Arnold. And the chip, so they needed to destroy it to prevent the whole future thing. And
Yes.
yeah, and then Arnold, he sacrifices himself.
I mean, technically Sarah is the one who kills him.
well, because he says that he cannot self-destruct or terminate himself. I am a Terminator who cannot terminate myself. I like that John was trying to like, I order you not to do this, because he was reprogrammed by the future John Connor to obey his any of himself, I guess. So that's where the whole don't kill anyone came to be earlier in the movie and all that. And yeah, it was something. I didn't cry because I knew about the scene, but I am assuming that a lot of people cried.
A lot of people must have cried. Yeah.
Yeah, when this scene
and
came
the music is so soothing.
Yeah.
While he's being like compared to like the normal Terminator thing, like dun 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 dun. But the whole scene and the music is like very soothing, very calming. It's like, well, he's like, wee.
Yeah. Then The very
And then
famous
the
thumbs up.
famous thumbs up.
Hasta la vista, baby. Yeah. God, this movie was so good. This movie was great. I had a lot of fun with it. Most of it was because we were thinking around, but hey, it was still a very good movie, regardless. Is there anything else that you guys want to add before we get to ratings?
No, basically.
Arnold. No, not Arnold.
Arnold?
T-1000 freaking pushing the kid in the arcade place.
Paid.
Freaking fuck them kids.
Fuck you, kid. What's wrong with Wolfie? What's your dog's name? Max? What's wrong with Wolfie? Oh, Wolfie's fine, honey. Oh, that scene, I do remember mentioning to me though. God damn. That the T-1000 stabs the foster dad, and it's like a whole minute that passes between when you see the T-1000 like stab him like off screen. Like you don't see it, but you know that what happened. But then they show they move the camera towards the body, and he's still grasping onto the milk, and then the arms falling, and I'm like, it has already been more than a minute since they stabbed you. Those arms should have fallen a long time ago, dude. There's a lot of scenes where I'm like,
the doctor at the hospital seeing everything happen, and when the cigarette falls out of his mouth, and he's just standing there like, okay, now.
Oh yeah, that's another classic one.
Yeah, there's a slight spoilers for 3. He does come back in that movie and has one of the funniest scenes in that entire movie. Is him basically like he's reconciled that none of that ever happened, and then stuff happens in the 3rd movie, and his reaction is just the funniest thing ever.
Oh God!
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Oh God! Okay. But yeah. I think we covered pretty much almost everything. Somebody do remind me in the first movie, because we did talk about the parallels between the first movie and this movie. In the first movie, when it starts, do they also like do the recap of like what happens in the future? Do they like show the future and then?
Yeah, they show the future first.
Yeah,
right.
it has a scene in like the tunnels with all the resistance fighters and the dogs. Yeah.
Right. Okay, yeah. So yeah. Like poetry, it rhymes. Okay, yeah, I totally forgot about that at the beginning, but yeah, thanks for. Because I was like, does the first movie just literally start with Arnold dropping naked, or does it start with the narration? And yeah, now that I remembered, the first one starts with a narration of like what happened, or at the very least like text.
Yeah, because
Right? It's text that shows up?
No, it's just animation. Or not animation, but like the scene. There's like no dialogue, no nothing. You see the soldiers running. You see the helicopters, ship thingy, whatever they are, looking for the humans, the tanks and everything.
HKs.
Yeah. And the tanks. And then you see it's just these 2 soldiers running away, and one of them gets killed or something like that, and then jumps back into the. It was something like that. Yeah, I don't think there's like actual dialogue.
Oh, okay.
And then they they do it again in Genesis, but way worse.
I believe you. But yeah, I think that worked good for.
I have a love-hate relationship with Genesis. There's stuff there in that movie that I really like, and there's stuff in there that's just the stupidest thing.
Yeah, I think we're ready for ratings. If anyone wants to start.
Well, I guess it's kind of obvious for me. I really, really love this movie. Again, Terminator is a very special franchise. At least the first 3 movies, this is very special to my heart because it is one of those movies where I can just watch with my dad and bond with him. And T2 is like one of his favorites. It's also one of my favorites. So yeah, it's the Force is strong with this one.
The Force is strong with this one.
Yeah, I kind of figured as much. I mean, I was like, because with how you were texting me at parts, I was like, is he gonna give it a Whopper or a 40 strong with this one? But yeah, I kind of figured. Yeah, who else wants to give their Arnolds?
It's one of the probably top 3 greatest action movies of all time. I'm not really sure that there's any bad part of the movie. Everyone's great. The action's great. It's such a good movie. Yeah, the Force is strong with this one by a mile. It's one of my favorite movies ever. It's that one was easy. I didn't have to think about that one.
Interesting. I have to think about that.
Okay, interesting.
Me is a Whopper.
Oh, gee, breaking the chain here by giving it a Whopper. Okay, I did not see
It's
that
a
coming.
Whopper.
It's a Whopper. I mean, it's a movie that still had its
You'll never see it coming.
still 90. It's a 90s movie, but it's a really good movie that I can enjoy. And like I said, I've only seen this movie 3 times. Still really good. I still consider it the first Terminator movie because I never saw the 80s one before. I saw this one first and then I saw the 80s one. So yeah, it's a Whopper for me because it's really well acted. The talky talk, it's not boring. And it's truly a sci-fi horror film where you can actually, well, not horror, like if you're a nerd that likes computers and AI and all that, you'll find it very enjoyable. It's really great. So I recommend that. It's a Whopper.
Okay. Interesting, G. Well, despite me enjoying this movie, I have to give this movie a put the cookie down because there weren't any boobies, and I wanted to see some tits. You know, after seeing
boobies.
the naked Arnold and the naked Robert Patrick, I needed to see some tits, but there was no tits. No, I really enjoyed this movie.
There was no whiskey or Lulu.
There was no whiskey. There was no Lulu. This movie, it's a shame. I tell you. I really enjoyed this movie a lot. More than the first movie, yes. I really like that the first movie, for what it was. Thriller, somewhat horror. You know, it was a great 80s movie. And this one is a great 90s action movie. You know, like we mentioned, the acting was on point. The pacing was on point. Characters were great. You know, it had its things here and there of like, you know, bad green screen or CGI sprinkled, like, but it wasn't a detriment, honestly. It wasn't like so bad like the like the fucking goddamn door in Terminator 1. The burning door in Terminator 1. It wasn't as bad as that. So it didn't like, bring the movie down or anything for me. This movie, it's a force is strong with this one for me. I actually really enjoyed this movie. Yeah. I absolutely enjoyed this movie a lot. I would watch it again. And I will watch it again eventually at some point. Whenever I don't have anything better to do. Because it is that good. It is. I definitely understand why people have such high praise for this movie. Because it's we didn't mention it, but visually it also holds up a lot, like in terms of like usually when I'm watching a lot of these movies and like HBO Max, these old movies or whatever, or on Netflix or anything, like sometimes I don't know, they're I don't know if it's because of the streaming resolution or something, but sometimes they don't particularly look completely crisp. This one looked crisp as fuck. This movie just you could, even though it's an early 90s movie, you could almost say that it was like shot in the 2000s because of how good it looks. With the camera work and everything.
By the way, that thing really this movie really holds up.
Oh, it holds up incredibly.
It withstands the test of time.
Yeah. In terms of everything.
I mean, a lot of it's probably because it's most of it's practical. I mean, there's not a whole lot of CG.
Yeah.
Thank God.
And the CG that they do use, they use it well. I like the T1000 liquid thingy. It's probably because of the lighting that they implemented in the movie, but it doesn't look, obviously it's fake, but it doesn't look like trash or anything. Like, it looks good.
Yeah.
But I again, it might just be the lighting. The right amounts of lighting or the correct angles of lighting that make it look not horrible like in other movies that we see bad CGI. So yeah, this movie just really holds up really well. And yeah, it's such a great movie. Such a great movie. I'm happy with this one. And yeah, that's a Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Next year we'll do Terminator 3. Maybe. We'll see.
We should all get together and watch Dark Fate some night. Just for us.
Just for us. Like Mitos and I, we were joking once the movie ended that, and they never made another Terminator ever again. The deal is that I could see this as the actual end to the Terminator franchise, because it doesn't leave.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't necessarily leave you could make another one, but it has an ending. Like even if you don't see if in the future it worked or not, it still has a definitive kind of ending in my books. So it could have ended here. It's just, money. We need more money. Yeah.
Well, I will say in Dark Fate, it technically does kind of end there. You guys don't know what the heck I'm talking about, but the story of everything that happened there in Dark Fate is done. It's something else has happened.
We'll see. We'll see it eventually. But yeah. What are we doing next week, John? I don't know if I'm okay. So before you say it, I'm not sure if next week I'll count it as a mystery movie, friends, since we're technically not talking about movies.
Are we doing the thing that I said the other day?
Yeah,
Thing,
the
or-
Toonami thing, because Mythos, you said that you had a birthday on Sunday, so
No, my nephew is getting. It is the baptism of my nephews. I mean, as long as it's not something I had to actually like watch.
no, that's why I'm I'm
No,
saying
it'll
it.
be basically just us watching things while we're doing the show, more than likely.
Okay, so that I can do.
Yeah. Next week might just be.
Yeah, I will try to.
Next week I might just do Twitch and not YouTube, just in case, because of the copyright shit. Like Twitch is a little bit more lenient on that crap.
You can always put it over, throw it over later or whatever.
But for next week, we're thinking about doing like a Toonami, remembering Toonami thing. Now that it's 25 years.
It's the 25th anniversary.
Yeah. So just remembering what our memories of Toonami are, watching old Toonami not cartoons, but commercials and stuff like that. So yeah, it'll be a different format than us just talking about a single movie that we've watched. So I mean, not drastically different. We're always talking shit in these shows, but
That's our secret, Captain. We always talk.
Exactly. It'll be interesting. You know what I was remembering? You know what movie we're probably going to do? We're probably going to watch together? Coming soon? The Phantom Menace.
Oh.
Because
I'd be done with that. Maybe I'll actually start my Star Wars rewatch thing that I've been wanting to do, because that would be my first thing that I watch when I'm doing that.
I know that technically we were supposed to do Empire Strikes Back, but since the Obi-Wan show is coming out in May, and that's with Ewan McGregor, I feel like we should instead do the Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
I think that it fits a little bit better with him being an actor in that, and also because bad movie technically. I mean, it's not good, that's for sure, but still,
I like it.
It'll be.
Yeah, I like it.
If you consider that Star is the key to everything.
I mean, it's better than Attack of the Clones, that's for sure.
And the thing with Attack of the Clone is that I don't know.
We'll talk about that when we do Phantom Menace.
I don't think they're saving for that one.
Yeah, exactly. Why do you think I say that Phantom Menace is better? But we'll get to that.
I tried to defend the movie.
But good God, man! You should definitely go into lawyer school, because you would definitely defend a guilty man and getting out of prison.
No, he would end up getting eaten by.
Now, Revenge of the Sith, on the other hand, now that movie is a 11 out of 10.
That's a good movie.
That's a masterpiece
because of the Japanese version.
Oh God. I'll get to that.
I kind of don't want to. Maybe I don't know.
I kind of want to. Okay, now that I think about it, I kind of want to watch Phantom Menace in Japanese.
No, God, no.
Put it in Japanese. I've watched that movie so many times that I know almost every scene by heart.
I know, but
so watching it in Japanese would be very fun, at least for me.
Would definitely be different.
Would it work? Nope. It would not work. I have seen the first part where Qui-Gon Obi-Wan is in the trade chip thingy. I've seen that scene in Japanese. I have, and it's dumb. It is so dumb.
I kind of want
to defend the Phantom Menace, and then I remember Jar Jar. Oh no!
Oh yeah, our
Ah.
Lord and Savior Jar Jar Binks. Hell yeah.
He too early.
Oh, I
He's-
think I've heard Jar Jar Binks in Japanese as well.
Does it sound
It doesn't
worse?
change.
Oh,
doesn't-
you've got to be kidding me. You're almost making a case for for me to actually put the
Is it-
Japanese version instead.
Seppuku.
He sounds like Misa. No, what you doing, Yohai? I don't know. Hello, what do you want? It sounds
Oh,
weird.
God damn it!
It-
No,
It sounds weird. Is what I'm trying to say. It's great.
You are.
Oh my God,
you-
I see this picture. I see the picture of the Yoda head on Obi-Wan's body and Obi-Wan's head on Yoda's body. Oh my God.
Suddenly,
We lost John.
oh my God, how does Yoda would sound like in Japanese? I haven't heard that one.
You're-
Nor, oh my God,
Oh,
Mace
that's
Windu.
amazing.
Oh God, Samuel.
You're,
Good old
you're
Samuel.
Shit.
Sammy,
Mythos.
my boy.
Mythos, if you keep talking, you're starting to convince me that we should watch the Japanese version.
Yes.
No.
Like we've all
Is that
seen
on
the
Disney
Phantom
Plus?
Menace multiple
Enough
times, I think. So
Enough pain. No more pain.
hey, what's one different version to add some flavor to things, huh?
It would be amazing. We could watch it together.
I said we're
No.
watching that
Well,
one
heck.
together.
Oh,
Oh
No,
God.
That's gonna be the major Greek eye. No.
Yes,
heck, if we're going
Japanese.
to do that, we could just watch the Gendy Kartovsky Star Wars.
Oh, the Clone Wars.
Yeah, the first Clone Wars.
Yeah, the really good Clone Wars.
Yes.
Yeah. The other Clone Wars is also really good, but
I mean, technically, we're getting Obi-Wan, the series, and we also got Star Wars anime. So it does fit. We can watch it in Japanese.
No.
Yeah, we did get Star Wars anime.
I still haven't seen it.
there's a few episodes that are good.
Ooh, it's good.
There's a quite a few episodes that are good that you should definitely watch. But yeah, that's a discussion
Probably
for
watch
another
this.
day.
And they're short.
If I watch the series, I'll watch it in Japanese. Because that shit is just anime.
Sure.
Nobody
mean,
will
it-
change my
you and
mind.
your
It was literally made by
Japanese anime.
Japanese studios, so
Yeah.
You and your Japanese anime coming from the guy who's watched 20 episodes of Jujutsu Kaisen in 3 days.
Hell yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, that show's so good.
I remember back in my days when I used to watch a whole 12-episode anime in one sitting. Then I would cry because I didn't have anything else to watch.
I'm going through that because I'm going to see the movie Tuesday. So
Oh, that's cool.
Well, anyways, people, that's it for tonight's show. Hope everybody enjoyed it. This was Terminator 2, and whatever other random shit we always
other stuff.
throw out.
Watch the movie.
Me those plug.
It was
Yeah.
other stuff with sprinklings of Terminator 2.
Yes.
Sure. They can find me over at twitch.tv/MythosGaming29. I'll be back tomorrow with
Oh,
the continuation.
No. You gotta say it right. I'll be back.
I'll be back tomorrow with the continuation of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. And then on Tuesday, I'm gonna be checking out the game that is releasing on Tuesday, True Factory 5. And then I don't know because I work on Friday.
Why does that Arnold kind of sound Irish? I don't know.
Why does that Arnold kind of sound drunk?
I mean, that's just Mythos. Mythos always sounds drunk.
I have too many, a little bit too
Yeah, okay.
many
Margaritas.
What about us?
You had a few too many whiskeys and Lulus.
God damn you, John.
With too many goat milk.
Oh god. Oh god. Can you imagine Arnold just sucking on goat milk like Luke in The Last Jedi sucking that?
Oh no! Arnold but Homelander with the cow in the boys trailer.
Oh no. Oh god, I died.
I've killed him.
Oh,
work here is
Jesus
done.
H. Oh god. Oh,
It's our show now.
no, it's not. Anyways. John and G, they're always here. Except when they're not. I'll be back tomorrow to do Kirby's Nightmare in Dreamland. Not sure if I can do it in one sitting or not. I haven't played that game in a long time. Mito's chair with the class, your cheese stick, please.
What? Cheer with the class? Cheers.
No, chair with the class. You son of a bitch. But yeah,
I don't really want Mito sharing anything that's a stick. I'm good. Keep that to yourself.
Is you gold milk cheese stick?
Gold milk cheese stick. Oh Jesus H Christ. But yeah, tomorrow, Kirby's Nightmare in Dreamland. If I don't finish it tomorrow, I'll come back to it on Friday. But Wednesday, First Strike, Kirby Return to Dreamland, which is the Wii one, the Wii game, and maybe I'll take a look at some of the other like spin-off Kirby games. I haven't decided which ones, but we'll see what else I do. And like I said, next week,
Amazing Mirror.
Yeah, I've heard about that one. I've never played it, so I could also take a look at the beginning of that one. Kirby and the Amazing Mirror.
Ethos was mumbling.
Kirby and the Amazing Mirror is what he said. What were you gonna say, Mythos?
I was gonna say we could like play it through the. God, John, what was the name of the program to play online with other people? Like
Parsec.
Yeah, like playing with Parsec. I will be Yellow
awesome.
Kirby.
I am the owner of the Millennium Falcon, the ship that made the Kessel Run in 12 parsecs. That one.
Yeah, if you guys want to do that, I will help you set Parsec up. Parsec is the shit. I love
Never heard of
Parsec.
it.
What is
I don't know. John knows what it is. I have.
I'll tell you more.
It is only to play games on the computer, like old games, like SNES and other games. Through emulation.
I mean, you can really
multiplayer, but instead of
any game any PC game that's got co-op, you can.
Yeah, if it doesn't have like online co-op, if it's like couch co-op,
even online,
play online.
I mean, if it's got local couch, any game will work. Yeah.
Oh, okay. We'll talk about that after the stream. But yeah, and I don't know if Kirby and the Forgotten Land will arrive this week or not. Whenever that arrives, I'll do it. But
probably not.
Yeah, probably. Knowing GameStop, probably not.
Is it out yet? Or is it out next week?
No, it comes out this week. On Friday.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Yeah. So yeah. Aside from that, from now on, my streams will be obviously Sundays for Mystery Movie Friends. Mondays and Fridays will be playthrough or one and dones, depending on which one I do. And Wednesday will be First Strike. Tuesday and Thursday are technically free, but I could do auxiliary streams on either day if I do like a license to game, first lap, all those other shows that I do. So, But yeah, the
Life
solid
is
ones.
so
I need to sit down with Mito so that I can do the schedule thing on Twitch and everything. Set it up because I'm going to do the schedule thing like that. Sunday, Monday,
Okay.
Wednesday, and Friday. And we also need to talk about something else that I need to discuss with you guys after stream. But anyways, people, that's it. Until next time, may your hearts be your guiding key. And remember, stay inside, stay alive, stay hydrated, be kind to everybody, and go out. Go watch Terminator 2 if like me, you had never watched it, because it's a really great movie. Bye.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Hasta la vista. Chill out.
I'll be
Freeze.
back.
Bye, everybody.